Hey y'all, Bloodwing here. Back to bring some grumpiness to your internet, and welcome to Redneck Radio, the the show where you get an extra healthy side helping of blueberry pie. How
There
about
you
that?
go.
Oh yeah. Welcome everybody. I'm glad to see everybody turn out. I know I got the stream up late because usually I like to have it set and ready to go 2 hours ahead.
Mm.
So I'm glad you guys were keeping an eye on it because I didn't do that today because the old man was napping and didn't wake up in time. But with me, as always, is our Bear. Hey, Bear.
Thought you were dead.
Thought I was dead.
Yeah, if I don't see it scheduled by a certain time, I'm like, he's dead. He died.
I actually thought that when I finally did wake up. It was about 1:45.
Yeah.
When I woke up and I'm like, Bear probably thinks we're not streaming today because I don't have it up yet.
It's like he's passed away in his nap. It's like
Yeah.
F for Bloodwing and all that. Hello, Bloodwing. I am well, thank you very much. I hope you're doing okay yourself, sir.
Yeah, I've been kind of under the weather. I was talking to you before the stream. A little under the weather the last few days. Actually, since the last stream, Saturday, I've kind of felt bleh. Just generally overall bleh. And had a coughing fit Saturday that darn near puked because it choked me. But I'm better. Might hear a little bit of coughing today, folks. But that's normal for me this time of year. I do have hay fever, and in springtime I get, an allergy-induced cough now and again. So.
Smoke another one.
Yeah, that too. I really got to quit. I've got to. I promised my wife. I promised my doctor. Both my doctors. And I ain't done it yet.
Bloodwing's so unhealthy, he has 2 doctors.
Got more than that. I got 3.
Bloodwing's so unhealthy, he has 3 doctors.
Yeah, I have my GP, my general doctor. He has a man. Is not a doc. What do you call that? It's a certain kind of nurse, a nurse practitioner.
Okay,
it's what they call it over here. It's like a step above a regular doctor and just a step below a doctor, but
okay.
He's a male. Dr. Rob, they call him. But
Okay.
he sees me when it's not anything real important, like it's just a general checkup. Then I have my vascular surgeon, but who I called the other day, and I've got more tests ahead starting next month. Yay! Thank you, Willingham, for the donation. I'm snowboarding and have better service on the mountain. I'll be face planting to Redneck Radio. Well, thanks for tuning in while you're snowboarding, man. I've never done that. I would probably most definitely face plant.
Whee!
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah, toasted. The patch is probably the way I'm going to go when I finally make up my mind to do it. That's the trick. I just got to make up my mind. Okay, now. I'm going to do it now.
I've tried the patch before. I wasn't a fan.
Well, with the options that's out there, I figured that the patch is best for me because the gum probably won't do me any good because I have false teeth. My uppers are false. I've had a bit of a toothache lately. But that's because I still have 7, count them, 7 of my own real teeth on the bottom.
There you go. What about a nicotine pipe? I'm not talking about vaping, by the way. I'm talking about a nicotine pipe.
I'm not sure what that is.
Little white thing. You obviously put it in your gob. You inhale it like a normal cigarette.
Yeah.
Like there are different strengths of them. It gives you a nice kick to the back of the throat, and then you gradually work your way off them.
Yeah. I don't know. Never seen anything like that over here. But they may have them. I don't spend a lot of time in vape shops or anything like that.
It's not a vape.
Yeah, but it sounds like something that over here would probably be sold in a vape shop.
Yeah.
Mama Minnie, my daughter, is in the chat. Hey, baby.
My sister from another mister. Yeah. How's it going?
Yeah, and that's where I was going to go with the gum, because Mama Minnie also has false teeth. So, yeah, my family's cursed with bad teeth, folks. But yeah, when you have false teeth, most gums stick to your teeth. It's a mess. So yeah, I figure, and the vape is out of the question. I've tried that, and it chokes the crap out of me. I take a hit off a vape, and I feel like I just inhaled an entire cigarette at once. So
yeah, I don't like vapes. I think vaping is pointless as well. I mean, you have people that they go, "Oh, I'm going to quit smoking," and start vaping, and they get addicted to the vape, and they never get off them.
yeah,
the pointless. Plus, there's palpitations and there's other issues with them as well.
yeah.
And no, I'm not talking about vape pens. I'm talking about nicotine pipes that are prescribed on the NHS.
Don't know that we have those here. I really don't. We may have, and like a lot of things, it's probably called something different. So I don't know.
I'll have to get a picture of one up. Give us a sec.
Yeah.
Nicotine pipe. The first thing that comes up is a bong.
Well, it's not a bong. And
No,
if it were illegal, I'd smoke that instead. But
bloody tobacco. No, I don't want a tobacco pipe. And bongs.
I already have some of those. I love smoking a pipe. I do.
Well, I mean, you are an old man.
Oh, I've been smoking a pipe since I was in my 20s, off and on.
Yeah.
Used to have a whole lot of pipes, and they disappeared somewhere. Not sure where they went, but
yes, it's an inhaler. It's what it is. Well, it's not a proper inhaler, obviously. Like, you don't shove it in your gob and press down on a button. Where's the pic? It's tight. The picture's too friggin' small.
Go cold turkey like a real man. I've done that. I have quit smoking once before, years ago. I quit for a year, and then got stupid. One day my stress level got really, really high. I was in a very high stress job at the time, and I thought, just one won't hurt.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
All right, hold on. Let me get over to you here.
It's a teeny weeny.
Oh,
inhaler.
okay.
Yeah. You just suck on the end of it, and then it kicks you in the back of the throat. Yeah. So you have a couple of drags off that, then you're good to go.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it in mind. Like I say, though, I'll probably attempt the patch first.
Yeah.
When I go to, I really got to, because smoking was one of the biggest contributors to my present condition that I just had to have surgery for. So since I'm in no hurry to go through this surgery again, yeah, I need to quit.
I went cold turkey once, and I lasted 7 weeks, and then I had a drink, and then that was it.
Yeah.
I could probably do it again because I don't really drink now. So,
well, that would be the problem with me is as you're alluding to, a cigarette goes just perfect with alcohol.
Yes, it does.
But the other thing that it goes really good with is coffee, and everybody's well aware how much coffee I drink. Which, by the way, my coffee machine broke.
Can we get an F in the chat for Bloodwing's coffee machine?
I was going through my normal pre-stream, routine, and I almost always start a pot of coffee just before I start the stream, and I went to start it, and nothing happened. The light comes on, everything looks like it's working, but nothing. Thank you, Cryptic. Went cold turkey, and it's been 4 years. Good for you, dude. Good for you. My problem's always been that I enjoy smoking. I seriously do.
Yeah, so do I.
And that's one of the reasons. And I always said, well, when I get to where I don't enjoy it, I'll quit smoking. and I just never got to the point where I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot. I just like laying back in my chair, lighting one up, and just you know,
Yeah,
and it goes. You say it goes well with coffee. It goes fantastic with a cup of tea as well.
yeah.
And of course, when you eat, you
Oh
get
well, there's
the craving then.
yeah, nothing like a post meal cigarette.
Exactly,
That has to top it off.
and the first cigarette of the day as well.
Yeah. Sarah says, "Uh-oh, we need to start a Get a BW a new coffee pot fund." I'm not entirely surprised this was just a cheap dollar store coffee pot. I think it cost us $20, which is fairly cheap for a coffee maker.
Well, remember, guys, if you'd like to help Bloodwing get a brand new coffee maker, you could do so by donating to his Streamlabs, which, of course, is the creator's preferred method of donating to. If you could, please, guys. If not, go via Super Chat. And if you don't want to get a brand new coffee pot, then, of course, drop a like on the stream and share it to your favorite social media platforms. It would really help the show grow, guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What he said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So as you could tell, I had a little bit of trouble coming up with a title on this since I slept. And we're going, oh, crap, I got to make this. What am I going to title it? What am I going to do? Oh, so okay, it's a Tuesday.
Twitter has been a lot of cancer today. You could have named it Sonic the What? Because I assume you may have seen the new Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
I have not. I've seen the tweets on it, where I could watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. Faithless says, have you started buying extended warranties on your coffee makers? I have not. Like I said, this one was just a cheap dollar store coffee maker, just a cheap thing that we really just got to kind of get us through. I was just hoping it would last longer, and it did, which is about a month and a half, 2 months maybe. But yeah, previous to that, I had a coffee maker that was not a cheap one that lasted us so long that I didn't worry about it. My last coffee maker actually cost almost $200. So
doesn't surprise me that you'd invest so much in a coffee maker, to be honest.
Well, this was a nice one. It was a Bun, which, if you know coffee makers, is a well-known, very respected brand. It was the kind that makes an entire pot almost instantly because it keeps a reservoir of hot coffee ready at all times. You just, pour in the next pot and hit the button, and it out it comes.
Yeah. Did PC Gamer delete that? Oh, did they delete the tweet?
Thank you, Functional. Coffee Pot Fun. Also check Disc DMs. I will. I have not had Discord on for a while because for some unknown reason, it wants to crash my computer. It'll go through you know how Discord does. It has the little catchy phrase while it's loading up and the little controllers spinning around.
Yeah.
And as soon as it gets past that point and actually loads, it will just freeze and then my computer shuts down. Now, it doesn't do it all the time. It's just like maybe every other time that I fire up Discord. So I haven't been on for a little while because I get tired of rebooting my computer. I will check that next time I got it on. Sarah says the Cuisinart makes a great one. Yeah. I'll probably just go with a straight old Mr. Coffee. Just, they're not the most expensive. They're not the cheapest. They were pretty much the first to do coffee makers way back in the day. But they're very, very reliable. They're kind of like the Chevy truck of the coffee makers. You know what I mean?
Basically, what Bloodwing really needs is he needs like a butler that gets up before him every morning and fills the bathtub up with coffee.
Yeah.
With like heaters underneath it to keep it warm throughout the day. Then Bloodwing could come along, just dip his cup in it,
Yeah, I'm willing to give up my cigarettes. But if the doc actually come at me and says you're gonna have to quit drinking coffee, then me and him's gonna fight. We're gonna fight because no. But yeah. So I hope everybody's doing well. Everybody in the chat hadn't asked you that yet. I don't want you to think that I don't care. I really don't. But that I'm just being mean. This is what you get when you get a blood wing with no coffee.
Well, you could always have a alternative to your caffeine addiction.
What's that?
I don't know. Tea, maybe?
Oh, that's not got near enough. My Mountain Dew's got more caffeine in it than tea.
Drink lots of tea until you get to the point where it's like, okay, that's enough.
Well, thank you, Bloody Baron, first time listener. I like it. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. We're just, I'm just a dumb old redneck, and Bear's just a redneck wannabe from over the pond. And we just.
I'm an honorary redneck.
Exactly.
I smoke on the toilet.
Shit, sorry about that, guys. I forgot to turn off my other speaker.
Hello.
Hey, Monkey. What's going on?
Good. Not much. How you guys doing today?
I'm just complaining that my coffee maker bit the dust just prior to the stream, so I'm coffeeless.
Oh, so you'll be able to make it a whole one without peeing?
Probably not. Probably not.
Hi, Monkey.
How you doing, Bear?
I'm not too bad, mate. How are you?
Not bad. I'm bad yesterday and decent today so far. So
yeah,
okay, that is good news. That is good news. Yeah, I for those who don't know, obviously I did invite Monkey onto Ghost Poo yesterday. He couldn't because his body hates him, and you should all love him. Give him snuggle cakes.
Well, I ran out of my medicine again, and I know. I got to keep an eye on that stuff. But my son was kind enough to go out and get it for me today. I didn't think I was going to. Lady Monkey's working down at her actual office all week, so I thought I was going to have to wait till Saturday to get that shit. And he brought it to me, and I gave him a big old hug. Like, thank you so much.
Yeah, mine's getting low. I'm going to probably have to next week probably get another 90 days worth, because my doctors warned me to never skip a day. Do not skip a day.
Yeah.
But I'm on blood thinners and stuff like that there. So
as it is. So what's going on today then, boys? I've seen a little bit of cancer on Twitter and on YouTube over the last 2 days. People, I've seen a couple of tweets from people saying that, PewDiePie, for example, I did release a video about it. He should do more than just apologize, for carrying on the subscribe to PewDiePie meme, and that he didn't do enough to kind of like make up for what he's done. And there's a guy, you probably argued with him before, Bloodwing, you've probably seen him. Political bullshit, his name. The guy's fucking retarded. If I'm going to find his tweets and I'm going to read them to you because he's that much of a fucking spastic.
I'm not familiar with him.
You must have seen him. Like
political bullshit.
Yeah. His avatar's like a white background and it says "I call bullshit." The guy's dumb.
I think I've seen his tweets before in my timeline.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find. Here we go. Here it is. Okay, this is him talking about PewDiePie. Yeah. Because obviously PewDiePie put that video out, as you know. Okay, after watching PewDiePie's new video, it's a start, but it was all me. Oh, the victims, me. Weak disavow. Me. Blame the media. Me. It's such a cunt. No, Pewds, blame the white nationalists and the people you have garnered into your community. This is what I was talking about in my video today. Tell them to leave your channel and never come back, as if they'd listen. Tell them to fuck off and say you aren't welcome. Apologize for the edgy memes that allow them free passage into the mainstream of YouTube. Explain why you had all the right-wing assholes as follows on Twitter and the deletion. Go and visit Christchurch and places inspired by Christchurch and interview their families and ask them what they would like help with in regards to their now dead loved ones. Do the decent thing, not worry about your freaking sub count. Why is your ego so important? You aren't doing a good enough job policing your community and making it a good place to be if you have legit neo-Nazis using it as a cover to spread their hatred. Direct something right at them and tell them to leave. This is the only acceptable message.
Why just Christchurch? Why not Sri Lanka? Why not the Jewish synagogue?
Yeah, what PewDiePie should do is he should come up to the camera and go, look, I'd like to address these controversies, and to everybody who's upset, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, want you to go fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
And leave it at that.
Yeah, yeah. Or at least in my mind, PewDiePie should do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, you can't police your audience, other than like if you're in a live stream, you can mute them, you can maybe delete their comments in your video, but you can't stop anybody from watching you fucktard.
Yeah, as Kyler in the chat says, such bullcrap, you loons have no control over me or anybody who subs to you. No, nor would I want to.
These arguments were reminiscent of last week, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've never seen this asshole before, but keep going, Blood. I'm sorry.
And the point I made last week is, look, part of the reason I do this is because I enjoy it. You know, I love talking to you guys, and I love talking to chat. And the other is I have opinions that I'd like to get out there. I think they're valid. And what better way to get my opinion to someone that I feel needs to hear it than to have them listen in and follow?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Friggin' PewDiePie is not a political channel. He does delve into it from time to time, but that's usually it's a Streisand effect thing, you know, where they attack him, he's forced to defend himself, and then it gets spread even further that those topics that wouldn't have been raised in front of them is suddenly being raised in front of them, you know, and they kind of like investigate it. And it's really stupid. Like, this is why I hate the whole PewDie pipeline crap. It's like, oh, edgy jokes are proven to lead down a road of, you know, radicalization. It's like, well, hold on a second, mate. Do you guys remember that massive chart that was created and the website that was created that shows you, you know, how YouTube recommends one creator to the next?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There was a website where you could type in a YouTuber. They had a whole list of people. And basically, like, if you clicked on like someone within our genre, and then you clicked on their name, and then it showed like 5 recommendations. PewDiePie wasn't on that list. You want to know why? Because PewDiePie's content doesn't lead to that kind of shit. Yeah, morons.
Yeah. These are the people who think that because PewDiePie laughed at Baked Alaska without even telling you who he is, that's going to lead people to go to the alt-right.
And Brittany Venti.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember Venti even being in the video.
She's in a different one.
For like 4 to 5 seconds.
I actually timed it. It's 4.5 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he makes fun of her. And like, that's gonna lead them to go watch her. Like, you guys are fucking morons. I don't know how these people remember to breathe in and out. and it's nonsense. I mean, it would be one thing if PewDiePie was up there, you know, reviewing a Baked Alaska video going, this is Baked Alaska, and I agree with everything he says here. Or I agree with some of what he said. It's not even that, you fucking idiots.
Mm-hmm.
And then they point to the Nazi imagery. You mean when he was making fun of you idiots for calling him a Nazi?
Yeah.
They have no sense of humor when it comes to this stuff. And that's why it works so well. And PewDiePie, man, stop trying to apologize. Yeah. Stop.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. They won't accept it, and political bullshit's reaction is proof of that.
Yeah, they have no sense of humor, period. And that's why the left can't meme, because they have no sense of humor.
Not only will they not apologize, they'll start digging for more or not accept your apology. They'll start digging for more to make you apologize for.
Yeah, they won't stop digging.
So,
until they've got everything.
Look, this one time you had a slightly darker light. That's you in dark face. Apologize. I mean, they're insane.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They are batshit crazy, and I brought all this up in my video. I think it's pathetic, to be honest with you. PewDiePie reacts to memes most of the time, and this whole idea of like if he does a video like reacting to I don't know, a Twitch fail compilation, for example, he's then got to research every single person in that video, even though the names might not even be there. You know, so it's like, oh, okay, well, he can't do that then. You know, it's stupid.
Thank you, Duck Dog, for the donation. Coffee Pop Fund. Appreciate it. My caffeine addiction thanks you.
Akira brings up, of course, the evil far-right Nazi known as Ben Shapiro.
Yes.
Which I've noticed communists on Twitter, because I'm sick of saying far left and leftists. I think it's a bit cringy to say that. So I'll just call them communists. My mind's gone blank. See, I told you I've not had my ADHD pill today. I'm fucked.
We'll keep you on track best we can, Bear.
Yeah. No, I can't remember what I was saying. It's gone now.
Welcome to my world.
What was I saying?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah. I remember. What they do now, communists have they've got this list of big commentators, big conservative commentators, and they refer to them as alt-light.
Oh
now.
yeah.
And I hate that because alt-light used to mean something. The communists bear where? It's early onset dementia, mate. They refer to them as alt-light, but that's not what the meaning of alt-light was. At least whenever in the beginning, alt-right was the new right. That's what it was supposed to be, but then it was co-opted and taken over by what is now known as the alt-right. And then there was a new term called alt-light. So like you agreed with a lot of the alt-right, but you didn't go full, white nationalist. You didn't go full ethno-state, But now that they've co-opted that on behalf of other people, and now they refer to them as alt-light, and alt-light basically means that you're a grifter, you're a shill for the alt-right.
Somebody, and the chat's moved, but somebody mentioned, if you watch the History Channel, you now support Nazis, and by their way of thinking, I guess the History Channel is supporting Nazism because they sure play the documentaries and stuff. They talk about it. Oh, we can't talk about it.
It just winds me up. It really does wind me up, all this kind of stuff, I think it's pathetic. Sarah's that I thought alt-light was alt-right minus the racism. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But then again, I could be completely wrong on the definition because it changes so much.
Yeah, who knows?
Who freaking knows, man?
I remember when alt-right meant like Milo.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm alt-right. Because I agreed with most of what Milo was saying. But of course, then it was co-opted, and it doesn't mean that now. And as far as I'm aware, the only real ideological belief that makes you alt-right, they all share one particular belief, and of course that is the desire for an ethno-state,
which is a whole nother discussion.
Yeah, and I don't want to get into that either, but
while we have a lull for a minute, I don't think we did mention this part, or maybe you did, but yes you did, but I'm going to say it again. Since I had a kind of slow start to the stream, please like and share the stream out. There may be people out there that don't realize we're streaming because I didn't have it up ahead of time like usual.
It's terrible. It's you're worse than me.
No, I should have done that instead of napping.
Yeah, it's the arguments that were thrown at me by communists and a couple of alt-right people last week. I'm now hearing again. But not aimed at me, obviously, but aimed at PewDiePie, and it's I find it really irritating. Do we not take personal responsibility anymore? Do we not believe in agency?
Most people don't know. It's out. Well, it depends. I mean, who are you trying to say needs to be personally responsible? Because that seems to that there's a little gray area, the who has to be personally responsible and who doesn't.
Well, I don't know who's supposed to be personally responsible anymore either. That's the thing. They're not telling us, Monkey.
Well, I'll give you an example of one where you look. If a woman gets pregnant, she doesn't have to be responsible for that. Yeah. But if she has the baby, the man absolutely has to be responsible for that.
Yeah. Real quick, thank you, Willingham, for the donation. My battery is low. What will keep me calm when I get snow shoved up my pants and get hurt? We'll take some hillbilly pennies for your coffee pot. Thank you. Appreciate it. William is listening while he's snowboarding, Monkey. I think you missed that.
Be careful.
Yeah. You guys know because you've known me a long time. And those that don't know, I'm really huge on personal responsibility.
Yeah.
Huge on personal responsibility. And that goes for everybody. Everybody's responsible for their own life.
Well, we're going to get some contrarian in a second going, well, disabled people, mentally disabled people are responsible. Yeah, we know that, right? We shouldn't have to explain that. Fuckers. I always get that shit, some nitpicking twat. Yeah, Bear finally had a big boy fight. You should have heard my ass the other day, mate. It was just it was ridiculous.
I'm not sorry I missed that.
And for those of you new to the stream, you never know what you might hear here. And we're going to change.
Obviously, people who lack capacity don't have personal responsibility. You know, I feel like I shouldn't have to make that distinction.
Fayla says, I'm holding Bloodwing responsible for that fart that Bear just ripped.
and you should.
Oh, you don't want me to get started, trust me. Thank you, the Batman. It's Bloodwing and the Bear. Bloodwing and the Bear. One of them is an old fart, the other's a bear. Yeah, I mean, you know, the old I guess meme, if you will, about old men and farting is very true. I found that my gaseous content went up exponentially once I got old.
That's certainly a sign, isn't it? Like,
oh yeah,
I'm farting a lot more these days.
yeah, you're certainly getting old at 30 something, Bear.
Yeah, I'm starting to fall to pieces already, mate. And Foxy says my network went down at work. Sorry, that was my ass.
Oh goodness!
I managed to grab some news and stuff while we were chatting, just off stream. If you wanted to go through any of that, but is there any other stuff you guys have seen today that you wanted to vent about?
You guys talk about the Sonic trailer?
I did start talking about it, but the old man hasn't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it, but that shouldn't stop you all from. It's not like I'm trying to avoid trailers for Endgame or something. So
no, it's just the trailer for the new Sonic movie, and dear Christ, is it bad?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God! It's a live action Sonic movie, so how good could it be anyway?
Right.
But Sonic looks disturbing.
Yeah, Sonic looks really scary.
Well, I did see a picture of it on Twitter. And yeah, I was like, ooh.
I don't know who and Gangster's Paradise playing.
I know. I was like, why? I was like, really? That was one of the first things that was going in my head. Is like Gangster's Paradise for Sonic the Hedgehog. Why?
Look, you could have made that work if you did. This looks like a very bright, kid-friendly kind of movie.
Yeah.
And you drop Gangster's Paradise in there. Like, what? Like gangsta.
And then and Maniac Man, I did see a picture of Jim Carrey as Robotnik as well. I'm like, no.
Yeah, he looks like Jim Carrey in any other comedy movie you've seen him in.
Yeah.
With that ridiculous moustache.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a huge Jim Carrey fan lately anyway. And it's not, I'm not one of those, I don't agree with your politics and your ideas, so I won't watch your movies. I don't do that.
I hope at the end of the movie there's a PSA from him saying, "Please don't vaccinate your children."
Yeah.
I love it, Monkey,
it's-
that you refer to him as Dr. Robotnik instead of Dr. Eggman.
Yeah.
Well, Robotnik is his name.
Yeah. But
He
it
looks retarded though.
Yeah,
yeah,
he does. It's skinny. It's not supposed to be.
I'm not a fan of Carrie because I think he's lost his mind. And he's just not funny to me anymore. I seriously think he's lost his mind.
Yeah, that's the only thing I saw today that was news. All the other stuff I've been looking at is arguing on Twitter. So
Yeah.
which I do from time to time.
Yeah. I did do some perusing of Twitter earlier today. It looked like more of the same. You know.
Functionals just watched it.
Yeah, fuck, isn't that horrible? Sonic looks bad.
Yeah, he does. He looks awful.
Oh, I don't.
And
Look,
am I understanding correctly that they're putting him over as an alien?
yes, he's coming back to save our planet.
I guess.
So yeah,
It's a weird looking. It's really weird, isn't it?
Sonic is disturbing.
Mm.
His mouth when it moves is like, what the fuck is wrong with that? When I first saw Sonic way back when Jenna came out on Genesis, I was like, what the fuck's a hedgehog? And if you look at a hedgehog and Sonic, like, okay, they don't even look alike. But Sonic was this cute little round dude, you know?
Yeah.
And in here, I don't know what he's supposed to be. It's disturbing. It really is.
It's very lanky. Yeah, especially long in the legs as well. It's not right.
He looks like they let DeviantArt do it.
They may have.
He's coming to save the planet, and I can only assume from climate change.
Probably.
So, like, maybe that was the reason for it, you know? Because a lot of people I've spoken to about that, like, why are they making this? Like, why? And maybe that's the reason, you know? Maybe that's the reason why they're making the movie and invested in it so heavily, because it has a political message behind it.
They'd have been better off making a full-length Sonic cartoon.
Yeah.
P-Dog asks if, and no, we haven't, P-Dog, if we've discussed Monkey's reply to Jeff Holiday yet regarding Jussie Smollett. Just read it, by the way.
Oh.
I wouldn't balk it coming on.
Yeah, Jeff Holiday had put out a tweet today, and again, I'm not bashing on Jeff. I just think he was wrong.
Yeah.
Saying that if any righty person out there doesn't get just as upset, and I want, hang on, let me find the fucking thing.
Okay.
Here it is. Right-wing people who went ape shit about Smollett, justifiably so. That's his words. I'm not throwing that in there. Justifiably so. We stay silent on Wall, who is arguably worse than Smollett, are disingenuous and honestly should get slapped upside their head. Where's your fucking convictions? I'm curious in chat, how many of you know what the Wall situation is? Jacob Wall, W-O-H-L.
That's what I was thinking, you know, because I saw his tweet, and I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to like know who he is?
I know who he is because of a couple months back, he was involved with this scam there was this woman who was supposedly going to come out and hashtag Me Too Robert Mueller, guy investigating Trump at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
And that turned out to be a huge scam. The woman never showed up at the press conference she was supposed to, and then it all just came like, you never had anything, did you? But they didn't charge him with anything, as far as I know. I know Mueller was looking into it, though, because, I mean, you went after him. You better try and take out the big dog. You better knock him down.
See, like, I love you, Jeff. I still think you're a great guy and everything, and you're good to talk to, and you've been great with me, especially behind closed doors. But, like, come on, man, that's such a gash gotcha.
Yeah, I don't even know who this fellow is that he's talking about.
Yeah, you're American.
That's basically what I said to Jeff. Is like, look, I follow the news all the time, and even though I know who Jacob Wall is, I didn't know about this current scandal until he was already found out. In the current scandal, he He tried to convince a gay man to hashtag Me Too Pete Buttigieg, the South Bend mayor who's running for president.
Yeah.
And they have him on tape pushing this guy to say this. And then a Reason article came up with an accusation against Buttigieg from an account that had just been made. And there was an account over on Twitter that had just been made with like 4 tweets on it. And then as soon as this all blew up, it went away. Like immediately, like, get rid of this shit. So they pretty much know. We know he lied, you know, and he's a part of this. And I hope to God they fucking throw the book at him. But there's a reason nobody's out, or the whole internet's not lit up right now over Jacob Wall.
Because nobody's heard about it.
Nobody knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've made a YouTube career, if you will, out of laughing at stupid politicians and whatnot. But that doesn't mean I eat, drink, and sleep political news. You know?
I do.
I know you do.
I barely heard about this. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't hear about it till it was already over. So you can't compare the two. Yes, their crimes are the same. But you didn't have every Democrat candidate run out and go, "Oh my God, look what Pete Buttigieg did."
Yeah.
Nobody did. Nobody said that. Nobody paid attention to this shitbag. So you can't. This is a horrible form of whataboutism. And,
yeah, it's kind of apples and oranges because, you know, Jussie was way out front.
And there's
you couldn't help but hear about it.
You still have people defending Smollett.
Oh, I know.
I have not heard a single person go, Jacob Wall is right. Because nobody knows the fuck he is. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, I'm with you. You know how I am. I love Jeff. I do, and I love Mims. I think she's just cute as a button. But sometimes they hurt my brain.
Well, me and him have been. I love Jeff. I do. I mean, he's always been very kind to me. But as with anyone else, if I think you're wrong, especially that wrong, I'm gonna share my opinion, and I did.
Yeah, and poor Mims feeling like she had to delete a bunch of tweets earlier.
Why? What happened?
You didn't hear about that?
No, I haven't been as active as I usually am today.
Oh no, this was a week ago.
Yeah, about a week ago.
Sorry, last week I was busy taking on all the communists and known to man.
She deleted all her tweets prior to 2019.
Really?
Yeah, and then filmed an apology to Milo, you know, the other Milo,
Milo Stewart.
Milo Stewart, and what's his name?
Riley Dennis and
Dennis, yeah. Because she didn't want that to be the kind of person that she's changed since 2016.
I actually had a problem with her doing that.
Yeah.
If you've listened to me at all, you've probably heard me rip on Phil DeFranco for so horribly demonizing his own past.
Yeah.
But at least he puts it up there. At least it's still out there. You can go find it.
Yeah.
Mems, that because what she said is, I don't want people to think that's who I am. It was a bad time in my life. Well, that is who you are.
Yeah. You did that.
Nobody else did it.
Yeah.
And it might be that's who you were at the time, but it's still part of who you are. So you can go back through all my fucking tweets. I don't care. And you'll be like, did you say that? I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And if I have to explain why, then I'll explain why. But otherwise, like, yeah, that's nobody did that for you. Sorry. I'm going to mute myself because I keep talking over you.
No, you're fine. I am not Scribelight. I know how to handle that. And
I'm just looking at my Twitter now, and I've made 39,100 plus tweets. And the thing is, that number would be more, but I actually did a purge once. Not a total purge. Obviously, that number would be a lot lower if I did do a total purge. But I remember purging 3,000 tweets just because I didn't want it to look like I tweeted too much.
I don't think I've deleted a tweet, and probably won't.
I've deleted loads. Ones that I've messed up on as well.
No.
Well, if I did, it was because it was so full of typos that I redone it.
Yeah,
But I don't think I've even done that.
Excuse me for a moment.
I've done it when I've had to correct typos. Most of the time, I just leave them. I don't give a fuck. It's only when it's like this. Okay, I just made this sound hard to read.
You mean like sleeping with porn stats?
No, I left that one in there. Everybody knows.
I know you did.
I don't give a fuck. If you're looking for perfection, you came to the wrong monkey.
That is, I've got to say, that is a really odd kink, sleeping with porn stats. But you know,
The only other time I've done it is when when Twitter's forced me to.
yeah.
Go on then.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Alfie, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Let's say hello to Monkey as well.
And hi, Monkey.
Hi, Alfie. Just sounds so properly British.
He does. He does.
And I'm 6 years old.
Don't need to get that close to the mic.
Your dad thinks he's old. I know he does.
No, he said he's 6 years old.
Oh, he's 6 years old.
Not dead years old.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where did Mummy go today?
Parents' high school.
Parents' high school.
Yeah.
Mommy went back to school.
Yeah. And that's because I love my mum and my dad as well.
Well, that's good that you love your mom and dad. I bet they love you too.
Why do you always speak like that, Bloodwing?
You don't have to shout into the
Because
microphone.
I'm a redneck and I can't help myself.
What the hell?
Right? Believe it or not, Alfie, you can be this far away from the microphone and they can hear you. Okay. Why'd you do it again? I just told you. You can speak there.
Is Bear correcting Alfie for being too loud?
I blame you all. Just why?
Do what? Can you repeat that?
I said I believe you. Just why?
With what? What are you talking about, boy? Why does your eyebrow look like it's trying to escape its face? Gappy, aren't you? Right, off to bed now, please.
Just one more question.
Go on. One more question, then go.
I have a math question.
You have a maths question.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be bad at this, but go ahead.
What's 1 plus 1?
2.
Great. Problem 2.
No, it's one question, not multiple mathematics problems. Right. Back in a sec, guys.
I think
Hey, good night, Alfie. Cute kid.
He's adorable. It's like Bear correcting him for being too loud. Like, Bear, really? Really?
Oh, when he come up and says, I got a math question, and immediately in my brain, I said, oh, God, I'm screwed.
Said 1 plus 1, and Bloodwing took off his shoes.
Yeah. Had to count them toes. But yeah, we were talking, and like, I've got nothing against memes at all. I thought that was a huge mistake, though. I, like everybody else, yes, I've done content on both Milo and Riley back in the day. Not a lot.
I'm not too
like
loud.
Some people.
I can't. That is a non-criticism that you just made of me, both of you. I'm not loud at all.
You just out-talked me, so what's that tell you?
Yeah, well, there was unfair criticism.
It wasn't criticism. It was just a noticing.
An observation, yes.
Observation.
Okay, sorry, I did interrupt you.
Real quick, thank you. The Batman, can we send Bear to bed and keep Alfie instead?
Batman, you know what? Yeah, I want to go to bed, actually. I wish somebody would send me my ass to bed.
But yeah, I mean, with Milo, I've done one video on Milo, and I took it pretty easy on her because she was just a really, really, really mixed up young kid at the time this was early on in my YouTube career. Riley, I've never cut any slack.
I do have to ask, is this guilt for the content that they made?
It seems to be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you made it. Like, you believed it at the time. I mean, yeah, I mean, you can change your opinions over time. Obviously, you can learn and grow as a person. I know that I started off as not being political at all, really, and then starting off as probably centre left, and then moving further and further to the right as I went on. Really, as I spoke to people like Monkey, and obviously me and Monkey have fought each other over ideas, and I'm pretty much solid in my stances now. But you know, I have removed content before, but not for that reason.
I've only removed one video, and that's because YouTube made me. And then I edited it and put it back up. And it was a video I did that I used the speech, you know, the famous "I Have a Dream" speech from Dr. King. And they wouldn't let me use it.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Strange.
So I put it up in the background, added some music, and put the text of what he was saying in front of it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to remove, even if I find out that I'm wrong later, I'm not going to remove it. I might put out a retraction video saying, yeah, look, I was wrong when I said this. But why remove it?
Sarah says, Monkey removes videos for vag. Well, I had to do that before YouTube forced me. That was an accidental vag showing. Oops. I have. If people want to go back and delete their history so nobody can see what they said, I mean, it's you, I guess.
Yeah.
Make your own decision, but it's just not something I would do because, like, if you have a problem with something I said, let's discuss it.
Monkey's a dick, by the way. Like, he's made 2 videos on me. That's it's not fair. You're supposed to be on my side, Monkey.
I am on your side, but as with anyone else, if I think you're wrong, I'm going to tell you.
Okay, I've made videos on Monkey.
I was nice to you.
Yeah, he was nice to me. Yeah,
I have made at least 2 videos on Monkey.
Monkey should apologize, and then
one where I was disagreeing with him, and one where I was roasting him. Peace be upon him.
Actually, mind you, I've made a couple roast videos in my time.
I'm sure Monkey remembers that video.
I do.
Yeah. Peace be upon him.
I just look. I'm not saying I've never done anything that I probably shouldn't apologize for. I recently went back and watched my Danny Quartz video. I stand by everything I said in that. And then I went back and
apologize for that, mate. He's a terrible person.
I don't. He's a shitbag. Did you see he recently purged everything?
Did he?
Yeah, he purged everything. I don't even think he's on Twitter anymore.
Oh, okay.
He's got his YouTube channel, but it's empty. But then I went and linked in when I was watching that one, was the one the guy who had responded to my teal deer video, and so I responded to him. I was a bit harsh in that one. It's like, oof. That was Monkeys laying the slap down just because I could.
Yeah.
And I try not to do that. I try to keep it, about points and stuff. I might have got a little bit.
The only video that I can think of that I probably done that was, boy, and now I'm the one getting the memory. Mr. Blocks, everybody. Boy, my memory just went bad. Oh, come on, guys, help me out. The one that blocks everyone.
Shives.
Yeah,
Shives, yeah.
I done a Steve Shives video, and yeah, I was pretty harsh.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Well, him and Michael Rowlands, because I did call Michael Rowlands, I insinuating that he had sex with sheep.
He's from New Zealand. He's a sheep. He's New Zealand are basically the Welsh of that part of the world. They're
Well, that's what I did at the end of the video. I put a picture of him with a sheep that said "Daddy." But it was all a good fun. Come on.
Yeah, he's made videos on people, so I don't see what the problem is. There's only one video. Actually, there might be 2 videos that I've done, but I might be a little bit regretful over. And that would probably be the male feminist roast video where I ended it with the
shot
with the gunshots when I showed when I showed a picture of Russian Deadpool. I sometimes look back and I think, oh, I don't know.
Perfect. I laughed so hard the first time I watched that. That was amazing.
Yeah,
And,
I recall that one.
The other one that I regret. Oh yeah, the Popanoli one. Yeah, that my friend to come on his feet. Yeah. I was so determined to be the first one to get him. I was like, right, it's the British queer kid stuff. This is gonna be mine. You know, this is gonna be mine. This will be my target. I'll be known for shitting on him. But it didn't really work out how I thought it was going to.
Well, before we get into the news, if anybody guessed, what is it, about 60 minutes? You're correct.
Well, just shy.
Just shy of 60 minutes. I will be right back.
Alrighty. Monkey, what's been going on, man? What's happening?
Oh, not much, dude. Trying to think of anything interesting I've done lately, and of course, I'm crippled, so not much.
Mm-hmm. Anything interesting on the YouTubes?
Not really. I only do my streams now, man. I really do want to get back into video making. One, I just find they do end up being more interesting. I mean, we have a lot of fun on the streams, especially the Monkey in the Morning ones. Those ones are just a ball of shit from beginning to end, and it's so glorious.
Yeah,
but I do so many of them, they just kind of run together. Like we were just talking about, videos that we have memories of. I couldn't tell you about 99% of what I've said or done in streams.
yeah, same.
Which is why I can never run for public office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm exactly the same really with live streams. Like I couldn't tell you what I spoke about in my last Breakfast with Bear.
Yeah, I mean, they just they're entertaining. They're a lot of fun for me, and the audience seems to like them. But yeah, they just all tend to kind of run together.
Mm-hmm. But you have a lot of fun doing them, and I still would like to see more monkey videos.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I do. I want to get into them, but I'm having trouble right now finding the motivation. And a lot of people are, well, don't shoot for the 10-minute mark. I'm like, I'm not even talking about going for the 10-minute mark. I'm just motivation to sit down and go through the process. Because I know, guys, it looks easy. And to be honest, it's not that hard. But
it depends what you're talking about, really.
My videos are fairly simple.
Mm.
It's, pull a piece in here, pull a piece in there. The hardest part for me is the recording. And that's the part that gives me, oftentimes it's like, I don't even want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because even with a script, man, you end up fucking up so many times and having to go, when I'm on a live stream, if I fuck up, nobody cares because we just keep going.
Mm. Well, yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That's one of the downsides to streams. I make a lot of mistakes on live streams.
Shit.
Tripping over myself in general. My stutter comes into play quite a lot. And with a video, I can research stuff, if I need to. But I guess it depends what you're making, like if you're responding to a big fat feminists, fat acceptance lady, it's pretty easy, yeah, Dectran, yeah, Misa ain't coming back. You should pay attention to what I'm telling you, dude. Go look at the channel, there's nothing there. Go look for her Twitter, it's not there anymore, she's left. I know this because I speak to her. Oh dear, yeah, Misa ain't coming back, guys. She didn't want to make a big hoolie of it, but people do keep asking. They usually keep asking me, and I'm like, I text Misa and said, "Look, I'm not your friggin' secretary, woman." But yeah, she's not coming back, guys. She did create the new channel and she created the new Twitter, but she's abandoned the channel, privating everything or deleting all of it, and she deleted her Twitter. So stop asking.
I'm not surprised. She's young and life's all in front of her right now.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, she's got a very busy job. She's got a boyfriend. And she's getting on with it.
Yep, good for her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We talk about really Misa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's done. She's done.
I'm pretty sure.
You don't need to worry about me, so she's fine. I can assure you of that.
Okay.
With that.
So we're going to do some news?
Yeah. I've got news. You've got some news. Everybody's got some news. What, do you want me to go first then?
I thought you had something ready. I'm sorry.
I do have it ready. Yeah, she escaped. If only all of us could be that lucky, Jack. Okay, first piece of news is from Boston 25 News. 2 clients of spa that offered vampire facials diagnosed with HIV.
Vampire facials?
Are they biting people's faces?
I don't know what it involves. I'm going to read it, see what happens. I'm not sure if I want to know. Albuquerque, 2 former clients of a New Mexico spa that offered vampire facials have been diagnosed with HIV, state health officials said Monday. Why this article is so messy. According to the New Mexico Department of Health, both clients received injection-related procedures at the now shuttered VIP spa in Albuquerque between May and September of last year. Tests found that the clients recently were infected with the same strain of the virus, increasing the likelihood that the 2 HIV infections may have resulted from a procedure at the VIP spa. The spa, which shut down in September after a health inspection, offered quote-unquote vampire facials, procedures in which plasma is extracted from a client's own blood, then injected into the patron's face. That just sounds stupid.
Why?
Oh God, they look a right mess as well, some of these people. The treatment gained popularity in 2013 when reality TV star Kim, of course it was Kim Kardashian, posted it on Instagram, and I'll show you what she looked like after her treatment. If you want to share the screen. Yeah, there she.
Fuck.
Yeah, this is stupid. No. Awful. I shall continue to read.
Sure.
The state health department is offering free HIV, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C testing for former clients of the spa. So far, more than 100 patrons have been tested. Good grief. So they're obviously dirty needles then.
I guess, but I can't understand what's the benefit of having a blood facial.
It doesn't say. I'm just trying to find. Just trying to find out what the where the logic is behind all this.
These are the kind of people that would stick a garlic clove up their cooch. So,
yeah, and like diamonds up a bumhole or something. I'm gonna have to Google this to find out like what's the logic. Vampire facial. Oh, it's vampire jizzes on your face. Obviously it's a lot of news about it. You read an article while I find out. Bloodwing.
oh, okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let it load, and I'll read the.
Oh, Kim Kardashian's biggest beauty regret led to one of her most famous selfies. So she regrets it. I guess the clients didn't notice that then, did they?
Evidently not.
Mm.
Evidently not. Well, people do anything for the sake of quote unquote health and beauty. Yeah, they'll do some stupid stuff.
It's supposed to revitalize the skin.
How?
I don't know. I'm just trying to look for explanation.
This is retarded.
It is. It is retarded.
I'm just trying to find an explanation for it, to be honest with you. Microneedling creates a very controlled trauma to the skin surface, which tricks the body to initiate the healing cascade. He explains of the process. When we apply concentrated platelets, often mixed with blood, to the surface after microneedling, the platelets penetrate the skin through the tiny channels created by the needles, amplifying the signal that tells the skin to heal. This is a great treatment to reduce fine lines, large pores, uneven pigment, and general health of the skin. So there's your explanation there.
Thank you, the Batman, for the donation. Wonder if we could convince Kim Kardashian about the benefits of a ghost pepper facial. Hey, we laugh, but I wouldn't doubt if somebody's done it.
Just if you, so the idea is that you damage your face so that your face will initiate the healing process.
Yeah,
Just punch yourself in the face a few times.
right.
It's free.
Oh, good grief. Stupid people.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What do I got here? I got video of white Illinois high school students in blackface lead to outrage.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Mhm. Photos and video posted online that show several white Chicago area high school students in blackface has led school officials to condemn the incident and caused outrage among classmates who are planning a walkout Tuesday. Of course they are, because that's what they do these days. In the photos posted over the weekend on Facebook, 3 Homewood Flossmoor High School students are seen in a car with their faces painted black. A video filmed by one of the teenagers and also posted on social media shows them in the drive-thru of McDonald's, joking and laughing as a black worker hands them their food. A 4th student is seated in the passenger seat, but it's unclear if he was also in blackface. And they've got their faces kind of blurred out, but this is a really poor attempt at blackface.
What does it look like?
Well, I'll show you what it like I said, they've blurred their faces. So
oh, that's probably because they're minors, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, the other 2 aren't full blackface.
Yeah, you can tell it's a pretty bad attempt at doing blackface. But in a letter sent Sunday to parents and students, Homewood Flossmoor High School said school officials had met with those involved in the culturally insensitive incident. The social media postings that were seen and heard were not representative of the high expectations we have for all our students that attend our school, the school said in the letter. This type of behavior is contrary to our expectations, is being addressed quickly and appropriately, and will not be tolerated.
Time out. Am I missing something? Was this a school trip?
No.
They just happen to be students at that school.
Yeah.
Fuck the school and what they think.
Yeah. The school's got nothing to do with it.
Look, they were being jackasses. Let's call it what it is. They're being jackasses. To get themselves a little bit of internet fame, try to get a cheap laugh. But the school has no bearing over this. Go fuck yourselves.
Exactly.
It's none of y'all's business.
They were being stupid teenagers. It was a dumb idea, and in my opinion, extremely cringy. But they're being teenagers. When they said this type of behavior is contrary to our expectations, are you new to dealing with teenagers? I mean, because come on, that's what they do. Based on information supplied by the school, there are almost 3,000 students at Homewood Flossmoor, and almost 70% of the student body is African American. The video and images drew immediate outrage from students and parents and criticism from community officials. I would like to see the students expelled, parent Dr. LaShawn Latrice told NBC Chicago. I would like to see some cultural sensitivity training. Due to confidentiality laws, the school could not say whether disciplinary action was taken against the teenagers. Student Abimbola Oifeso told
Foreign.
told NBC Chicago that she doesn't think the situation was handled correctly by the school because the students involved are not being punished. Several students are planning a walkout Tuesday in response to the social media posts. In a statement Tuesday, the school said it supports those who want to attend the walkout and plans to hold a school-wide conversation Wednesday. We support their right to express themselves, and we will work to ensure that all students are safe and respected, the statement read. Homewood Mayor Rich Hofield and Flossmoor Mayor Paul Braun released a joint statement condemning the video and photos. No matter the age or the action of the person, hurtful and offensive behavior is neither accepted nor condoned, the statement read. Our diversity is a fundamental value that should be fully embraced, respected, and at the forefront of our community.
Beat me.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, unless I'm missing something here, there was something left out of the article. The school should have nothing to do with this. They were in a McDonald's drive-through, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, I fail to see how it's the school's responsibility to give them a rollicking over this.
It's got nothing to do with them. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Just the parents will just give them, a little slap on the wrist, explain the reason why you shouldn't do it, and then crack on. This shouldn't really be in the news, and it shouldn't be a school issue.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go the exact opposite way. Do you remember the whole Muhammad controversy?
Yeah.
The drawing of Muhammad.
Yeah, and there were two thoughts that nobody should ever do it, and there was another group like, no, fuck that. Everybody should do it. Here's what I'm telling all of you. Everybody should be in blackface until these people shut the fuck up about it and stop making it such a big goddamn deal. Then people wouldn't be out there trying to be like, look, I did blackface. How funny am I?
If you live in a black neighborhood, I don't recommend you do that.
I recommend doing it. I think even the black should do it.
I don't think it's a good idea. It's like somebody said to me about dropping the N-bomb and stuff. They were like, oh, I bet you should be able to say nigger whenever you like. And I'm like, well, if you go up to a black guy and call them a nigger, don't be surprised if they punch you in the mouth, mate.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you know what? I agree with the idea. I think every sentence should end with nigger until people get it out of their head that this is some word we have to be afraid of. You've made it a taboo. And when you make something a taboo, people want to do it more.
It ain't going away anytime soon, mate. I can tell you that now.
It's not going away because it's the taboo. That's oh God. It's simple psychology, man. You tell people you can't have that cookie, it makes them want to have that cookie, whether they actually wanted a cookie or not. Suddenly, like, damn, I want that cookie.
I want a cookie.
See?
Well, you didn't tell me I couldn't have it. You just mentioned it.
I just had to mention it. I mean, this is pretty simple psychology stuff, and they've made it so that it's like, especially when you're talking about kids and stuff, you've made this so that's why when kids get away from their parents for the first time, you'll hear these little fuckers swearing like drunk sailors.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're not allowed to do that at home, because that's not right, and it's a taboo.
Toasted Network. No, you didn't. You watched that in Family Guy.
Sadistic Atheist says with an A or an both, because you know what? There is no difference. And all of these people, no, it's different if you say an A. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. You know the difference? It's that some people couldn't pronounce their words properly.
Yeah, I do agree with you, Monkey, but expect to get a slap if you do. I'm just saying.
No, I understand. I do. And that's the problem with our society is that now look, I agree with you, Bear. If you walk up to a black guy and you're like, fuck you, nigga, he's gonna punch you in the face, and you're gonna deserve it, in my opinion. Sorry, because you were trying to be provocative and you provoked. Oops. Still, violence is wrong. But I understand. I mean, like if you walk up to me and go, fuck your wife, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were asking me to. But when it comes to this as just a word, I mean, there have been people fired for talking about somebody else using the word, and they said it. Oh my God, he said it when he was talking about somebody who said it.
Yeah, I know.
We've gotten to a ridiculous place. And the only thing that's going to reverse that is just taking the sting out of using it, which, by the way, I want to remind everybody was happening.
Toasted, you are talking out of your fucking ass, mate. Stop bullshitting.
I just
Stop lying, dude.
Sarah says I understand what you're saying, Monkey, but it's the one word that makes my skin crawl. It was always off limits. I understand that, but you know what? I grew up saying it. 2 black guys who laughed and said it back to me, who called me one all the time. I lived in a black neighborhood. I had lots of black friends, and it's just a word we used. The way, and I'm sorry, I'm taking over your show here. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
I had to actually retrain myself to drop that word and start using the word bitch instead. Because in the neighborhood I grew up with, in something we said very often was nigga, please. When somebody said something dumb, he's like, nigga, please. And I had to retrain myself to go, bitch, please. Because when you go into those white circles where they were trying to tell the Negroes how to talk, you didn't talk like that anymore. It wasn't a word with a sting. It's one that's had the sting put back into it in the last 30 years by people who were, man, my DNA was altered by my great-great-grandfather being a slave. And I mean, this is stuff they actually believe. And like, I walked past this statue of Andrew Jackson and he had slaves, and it makes me, every time I do it, I get so upset. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, I find it funny as well. If you use that word now, just around white people, it's likely that one of the white people are going to clap you one because of it.
Yeah, because I understand where Sarah's coming from. I'm much the same way. I don't personally use the word. I don't stop people from using it. No more than I stop them from using any other word that I don't personally use, because it's a personal thing. But in explanation, I come from a different generation from y'all, and the generation I come from, that word did have some power.
It did. But you came from, I mean, you're fucking old as hell.
I know it.
You came from the civil rights era.
Yep. I did.
No,
I've said this before in videos, and it is honest to goodness truth. I've seen white only lunch counters and
Civil War
drinking and drinking fountains. I've seen buses where they made the black people sit in the back. I've seen that with my own eyes. So yeah, I'm old.
My generation was taught by your generation that color doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that's what we were being taught, and it was working. It was working so well. And we actually had this weird period in the late 80s and early 90s where they were talking about how black culture was invading the suburbs. Do you remember all that? And how like hip hop is turning these little white children so weird. It was fucking insane. And at that time, I mean, there was this weird, wonderful time where, for the most part, black and white didn't matter. It didn't. We were just people, because that's how we were taught. And then the fucking assholes came. And they're like, no, wait. You have to notice he's black. Well, I see his skin color, but it makes him no difference. No. He's very different from you because he's black. Like, no, he's really not. No, look, you're racist if you don't think he's different than you. Like, What did you just say? Stop and think about that slowly, jackass. But that actually permeated the whole fucking culture, man.
I know, and it's the whole they get upset if you say you're colorblind thing, and you're disallowing their experience. No, I'm not, idiot. You know exactly what I meant. You're being disingenuous. It means I don't care what color they are. I don't care.
Sarah says my parents are Bloodwing age and older. That word had meaning. Let me explain to you. My mom would be in Bloodwing's generation, and she hated that word with a passion. She heard my brother use it once and made him write the dictionary definition of the word 100. I think it was 100 times. And by the way, that had a long dictionary definition, which the definition was something like dirty people, scum of the earth kind of thing. It actually didn't mention black at all. But again, when we went and we lived in Norfolk, Virginia, man, we were the vast minority. not just white people weren't just a minority. We were the vast minority. My wife didn't believe me. I had to show her in my yearbook picture. I am the only white face on that page. And I'm not just talking on the single. I mean, having the book folded open in both pages there. I'm the lone white face. But nobody. It wasn't a big deal. Everybody was just like, we're just people. Let's have fun. We had differences over what kind of music we liked or what video games we liked. It wasn't. You're black. I hate you. We brought that back. That's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
agree with you. It's funny, isn't it? Because it's something that alt-right will go on a lot about as well. You know, there are differences in race.
Yep. They're two sides of the same goddamn coin. They both want to use race to get their way, but coming at it from different angles. They're all a bunch of fucking racists. The far right and the vast majority of the left. Sorry. Oh God. This gets my passions going. I'm sorry, dude.
Real quick. It looks like I missed one a little bit 13 minutes ago. Willingham, battery's dead and it's getting dark. Sorry to hear that, dude. And thank you, Cryptic. I have every body equally, especially 1/4.
I think that's supposed to be hate.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be hate. Yeah.
Learn to spell, you dirty chink.
Dadgummit.
The only people Cryptic hates is illegals. Come on.
It's those slanted eyes when he looks at the keyboard. You know, it's off kilter.
I have more news.
Ah, well,
and Sarah, yes. Hang on. Sarah says, "I'm sorry, Bear. No, Sean. Black people aren't named Francis. I've known black people named Francis.
Yep.
I'm not one of them. I'm a honky, but."
By the way, I can confirm that Monkey is actually black. He's shown me his face. He's so black, he's pasty as fucking white.
You ain't lying.
I have some more news. R. Kelly claims he can't read. Says he couldn't properly defend himself in sex abuse case.
Oh, come on.
You can read. Stop lying, dude.
Thank you, Toasted Network. Anna Kasparin has died from choking on buffalo calm. I think that was supposed to be something else.
Yes.
And thank you, Cryptic. It's hard to squint into my phone to see the text. I told you.
Cryptic, I love you.
R. Kelly is lying. Like he's written songs. You're lying, dude. You are lying. R. Kelly's lawyers have claimed he suffers from a learning disability. Yeah, don't we all, mate? That contributed to the loss of his sexual abuse case in court. According to TMZ, the controversial singer's legal team alleged he lost the case in which a woman alleged he sexually abused her when she was 16 because he was unable to read.
He had a lawyer. He didn't represent himself.
Yeah.
What they he go, what did they charge? Read this. Come on.
Lawyers Zayed Abdallah Ogumbom and Rayed Shalabi, throwing gays off the roof, said Kelly suffers from a learning disability that adversely affects his ability to read. In essence, he cannot. So he's lying for a start. The legal documents claimed that Ignition hitmaker failed to appear for a court hearing because he didn't know what the serving papers were about. He was served while detained at Cook County Jail for failing to pay child support. Heather Williams, the alleged victim in the latest lawsuit, won a default judgment against the R&B singer. The news... How'd you sign a contract, fool?
Yeah.
Someone else to... I doubt you had somebody else read it to you. The news comes after Kelly was accused of 10 counts of aggravated sexual abuse earlier this year, several of which pertain to underage individuals. You're not getting out of it, mate.
He's trying hard though, man.
Yeah, he's trying. He ain't getting out of it.
Real quick, thank you, the Batman. Seriously, they make these names up, don't they?
Yes.
Right?
That was that piece of news.
Poor-
Unless you wanted more, unless you want to switch between us as we go along.
Let's. I was scrolling and then I quit scrolling. And if you've got something ready, go ahead.
Yeah, I do. This is from NBC Philadelphia. Test dummies fall off roller coaster at Jersey Shore theme park, crash into hotel roof.
He did what?
Test dummies fall off roller coaster at Jersey Shore theme park, crashed into hotel roof.
Okay.
I guess that's why they have test dummies. The Gale Force roller coaster was undergoing a routine safety check. Oh, so it'd been active then. When two water-filled dummies fell off the ride and plummeted into the Ebb Tide Suites next door. Why does that remind me of Fallout New Vegas? Damaging shingles and plywood. Oh, yeah, don't go on that one, guys.
Unless you pay a lot more than them dummies.
Yeah.
The vice president of a Jersey Shore amusement park insists that a roller coaster is safe more than a week after two test dummies fell out of it. I'm not getting on it and crashed into the roof of a nearby hotel. The incident occurred back on April 20th at Playland's Castaway Cove in Ocean City, New Jersey. The Gale Force roller coaster was undergoing a routine safety check when two water-filled dummies fell off the ride and plummeted into the Ebb Tide Suites next door, damaging shingles and plywood. Is this some Final Destination shit? But luckily it didn't actually happen to anybody.
I'm not getting on a ride where dummies flew off. I don't care how safe he says it is.
Yeah, same. Not that I'm coming to America anytime soon, but yeah, I ain't getting on it. I'm not getting on that ride.
Fuck you and the roller coaster you rode in on.
Exactly. And I have three. I know I have two pieces of news left, unless you wanted to swap, Loving.
All right. I'm just waiting for one to load here. How do you? Is it Beto or Beto?
Beta.
Beta.
Is it
we
Beto?
only have 10 years left to address climate change.
It's actually Beto.
Yeah, Beto. Democratic presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke sounded the alarms on Monday, saying that civilization has only 10 years left to address climate change. The former Texas congressman unveiled the first major policy proposal of his candidacy, which is climate change initiative that would cost $5 trillion in over 10 years in hopes of reaching zero carbon emissions by 2050.
I have so many questions about these deadlines they keep giving us.
I'm telling you.
It's different every time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we got 10 years. He says we got 10 years to get it not locked down, right?
All right.
So what happens if we wait until just the last 2 years? Can we still do it? Or does it have to start now? I mean, because we have 10 years. That doesn't mean we need to use all 10 years, does it?
Right.
And what if we do use all 10 years, but we actually needed 10 years and 2 months? Did that whole 10 years not matter? Or do we get like a slight extension? Because they keep Maniac Man said, "You idiot," said 12. That was actually the UN who said that.
Yeah.
According to Al Gore, we passed our date of no return a few years back. New York should be completely underwater by now. And before that, it was 2005 would be the year. Yeah. So I'm skeptical of these claims.
Yeah. Real quick, thank you, Cryptic. You can't come to America. You ain't Eddie Murphy.
You know, my response there in the chat, I had to separate with a space in between because YouTube kept blocking me. But I'll say it again. Shut up, Chinky Chops.
You can't say Chinky?
Yeah, I tried doing it, even with a wrench, mate. It just kept blocking me.
Oh, yeah, I didn't tell you that. My the stream where you had Sophane on, I tried just typing your name in, and it blocked.
Yeah, and it happened to me. Is trying to say Ranting Monkey as well.
A lot of people have been reporting that to me lately. Some people can do it with no problem, and others get a problem. Yeah, I just tried to type.
It blocked me.
I tried to put chink in the armor and it wouldn't let me. That's not even racist, you assholes.
That's ridiculous. Thank you, YouTube. That's just what I want is my channel to be censored.
Can I put chunk in the armor?
Which chunk? Uyghur?
Yep, you can say chunk in the armor, but that makes you sound like you don't know what the fucking phrase is.
It blocked me again. Maybe it's because I said shut up before I did it.
Just know, people out there in the chat, if you type something that the chat won't let you do, I didn't do that because I don't care about that. Anyway, I'll go on reading. The former Texas congressman, I read that paragraph. Appearing on MSNBC, O'Rourke promoted his proposal, but was asked about his prior support from the oil and gas industry and whether the relationship would be a problem going forward.
It just blocked me from saying my own goddamn name.
Exactly. I know. Do you see the oil and gas industry as an opponent in that? Won't you have to declare yourself in opposition to their interests? MSNBC host Chris Hayes asked. O'Rourke responded, yes, but said he is optimistic that the industry will take part in his initiative. We know that certain oil and gas corporations have been fighting public policy on this issue, have been hiding their own science and research at the expense of our climate and human life, O'Rourke told Hayes. So whenever these two things come in contrast or in opposition, I'm always going to choose the people of this country. Having said that, I want to make sure those who work in the oil and gas industry, those who work in the fossil fuel industry, are brought along as partners to make sure that we make this transition in the 10 years we have left to us, as the science and scientists tell us to make the kind of bold change that we need, the former congressman continued. Yo, I want to bring you along with me while we do away with your jobs. We cannot afford to alienate a significant part of this country, and we cannot do this by half measure or by only half of us. It can't be Democrats versus Republicans, big cities versus small towns. We all have a shared interest in a cleaner future for this country. So I'm going to work with, listen to everyone anytime, anywhere to make sure that we advance this agenda and get to net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050.
Hey, Bear.
Hi.
Try to type my name in with the letters capitalized for ranting and monkey.
Okay.
I think that's the issue.
There we go. It goes through when I do that, but if I try all lowercase...
All lowercase, it blocks it.
Blocked, yeah. I actually tried to type... what did I get blocked on? I tried saying shut up chink, and it got blocked. Then I said shut up chink, but all the letters spaced out, and it wouldn't let me do it. Wonder if I can capitalize all the words. Oh, no, blocked. Okay.
There it goes. Yeah. So, guys, if you have trouble saying my name, say it right.
Yeah, and guys, support Bloodwing, guys. Throw some shekels his way to support him and keep his internet connection online.
Yeah.
Give Blood money. He needs coffee, a new coffee machine, y'all.
Yeah, new coffee machine, which is probably more important to him than internet connection.
Got to support that caffeine habit.
I've taken over so much of his show today. I feel like y'all should throw some money at him.
No. The sign of a good host is to know when to be quiet and let their guests talk.
That's the sign of a lazy host, and I know that because I am one.
Shh. Just let it happen.
Polly comes on my stream sometimes. He's like, man, I got into a rant yesterday. I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, dude, you gave me a chance to shut the fuck up and just rest for a minute.
Oh, Monkey, I took a leaf out of your book. I've been learning from you. I snuck up from behind Vanilla Bear a few days ago, and I came up from behind all smooth and wrapping my arms around her. Then I had a nice little bite out of her neck. I went, ang, and she went, stop it. And I went, shh, just let it happen. And she went, fuck off.
Yeah, Lady Monkey did not enjoy that at all. She's like, don't say that to me. I'm like, what? It's my catchphrase, baby. My catchphrase.
Oh, I love saying it to people now.
It's great, man. Shh, just let it happen. And it works in so many ways.
Yeah, it does. I nearly said it on the phone today when I was speaking to the clinic. Like, I'm going to cancel my appointment. And they're like, well, you might not get well. And I nearly went, I stopped myself. I went, it's surprised she didn't get an elbow in your nuts. Oh, she did crack me one, but she didn't. Like, she's hit me in the nuts twice in the last like couple of weeks, and she knows if she does it again, she's gonna get titty punched.
Titty punch.
Because you hit a man in the gonads twice, like you deserve at least one punch to the boobie.
And I'm sure some in the chat recall that one of those was just prior to one of our streams.
Yes, it was. I was still in pain. Yeah, it was
still cracking up.
it had a big delayed reaction as well, because the initial pain, it sucked, winded me, but the delayed reaction, ball bag ache.
Oh man, that delayed reaction's the worst.
Yeah, it is. It's a horrible aftershock, man. Ladies, like, seriously, when a man gets hit in the nuts, I mean, the initial shock, that's bad enough, man. But there's an aftershock that, it appears a few minutes later, maybe even up to 20 minutes later, and
and it just lasts, and it's right there in the pit of your stomach. You're just like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. You can't sit up straight. You can't stand up straight. You just have to lean on something.
Yeah. To the women out there in the chat, you don't know.
You can't get your legs in any kind of comfortable position. You're just trying anything to make it better.
Yeah.
Like, God, let it go away. Yeah.
I get it. You all have babies and all that, and I'm glad I don't, but you have no idea what that feels like.
And I have to say, right, I've been hit in the dick a couple times, and that's pretty painful.
I don't get hit in the dick very often. I can't remember. That is, but man, the nuts, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's only happened a couple of times in my life. I was playing basketball at a youth club when I was a kid, and someone passed the ball. They didn't put enough power in it. Well, they did, but they made it too low, and it got me right in the bell end.
Oh.
I went, ah!
I don't know, but zipping that sucker up is
pretty done that. Been there, man. Had to go show my wife, like, look what I did to it.
Oh.
And she's like, oh my God. Luckily, the penis heals really quickly.
Yeah.
Skin on the penis heals quick.
Yeah. Thankful for that, because, in my recent hospital visit, I had a catheter, and they kind of cut me up. Getting that dude in there, and it healed pretty quick.
It makes me wonder why they haven't done like research into, because the mouth heals really quick too. I wonder if that's a coincidence. Anyway,
Sarah, that does actually happen. Yes, absolutely.
That's not just in the movie What About Mary, or whatever her name was. Something about, what was the name of that movie? Something About Mary.
Something About Mary. Yeah,
he does it in there, but yeah, it sucks. Why they don't do research? Like, for somebody who has like a really bad cut, and find a way to put penis skin there to heal it quicker.
Maybe it's because the skin's like super thin.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But our penises know, like, quick, we need to heal as fast as we can, otherwise we can't empty ourselves.
Or maybe it's because that's the most important piece on a man's body.
Yeah.
But you got a guy dying on the battlefield. Like, quick, bring that penis skin over here. You cover the wound.
Careful, you're gonna have the anti-circumcision crowd on you here pretty soon.
Yeah, we got all that dick skin laying around. Let's do something with it.
It makes me wonder, actually, because, like, we've all caught our dicks in the zippers before. I've done it. You two have done it. Couple people in the chat have. Like, what if a lady has like a baggy vag, where the flaps of swinging in the wind? Like, do you reckon they ever catch that if they go commando?
No, because their zippers are actually higher up.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky bitches! I'm gonna start wearing ladies' trousers from now on. I could pull it off as well. I've got great legs and ass. So.
No, see, it wouldn't matter because your wiener is still much higher than their lips.
Yeah.
You don't hear about people.
Well, what if they're like super like beef curtains?
Oh, like those. I saw a girl once, and I'm not making this up. She could pull her lips and not have to yank them, but just hold them down, and they went like halfway down her thigh.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Now, I imagine she probably had a problem with that.
Yeah, bloody Barron's girl, like a badly packed kebab.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few, but again, it's all down. It's underneath. It's like where your balls is. You don't really hear about people zipping their balls up. I'm sure it's happened once or twice.
People out there with some big ass balls.
Oh God, I did it again.
I don't think I've ever zipped those up, but I have, and most men I know have done this too. You guys will probably know what I'm talking about. You just shift position in your chair and roll one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ladies, isn't it? Yeah. Sarah, there are some ladies out there that do have
And now I'm getting the oddest reaction from my wife in the kitchen.
just shout.
What the heck are you talking about?
Just shout bat wings at her.
Bat wings. Bat wings.
Hey, Faith says, who pulls their balls out while peeing? I've seen some
sometimes
fucked up people that do that shit, man. I remember walking into a public bathroom in a in a mall in West London, and there was a guy who was holding his kid upside down over the urinal. I shit you not. I'm not even joking. The guy was holding him out, and that kid's balls probably were hanging out at the time. You know,
I usually take my balls out. Because otherwise, your underwear can hit your. If you don't pull your underwear down just enough, you can actually trap a little bit of pee in there. When you pull up your underwear, it goes all over.
Honey, your oldest daughter just said in chat, "Try hearing the whole thing, Mom."
Look, we're an educational group. Lacey Green basically retired from sex ed on the internet, and now you got us.
That's right.
It's unfortunate that you've got us.
But you're going to get more realistic advice.
Hey, how many streams do you know in the afternoon where this would be the topic of conversation?
Oh, you're roboting hard, mate.
Who?
Bloodwing was.
I didn't hear it. It must have been you, bud.
Oh, you are now. Is it me? Hello, test.
It must be you, buddy.
It must be you, because I hear blood fine.
Am I coming through clearly?
Yeah.
You are right now.
Oh, okay. Must be my end then.
Functional says sometimes education is offensive. No, that's commie talk.
Yeah. You commie pinko freak.
Sarah says, I'm learning so many things I didn't need to learn. Just look up bat wings. That's your homework. Fucking bat wings. You know what? I haven't done that on the internet. Let's see what bat wings brings up.
Oh, you're gonna regret it.
It's your end. You need some.
Knowing the internet as I do, you're going to regret it.
Bat wings vagina. Let's do that.
Oh no.
Images. That's what I want.
I guarantee there's some lady out there with hoofing labia that's like dyed it black and put a little fucking bat mask in there as well.
It's actually, I'm disappointed. There's only one actual vagina picture and there's a whole bunch of bats. Like, what I was looking. You know what I meant.
Bat vag. Bat wings.
Yeah, one of the pictures is actually a giant roast beef sandwich.
Well, there's quite the similarity.
Oh dear, I have two more pieces of news.
All right, Bear, you hit us with it.
Unless you wanted to continue talking about private parts.
I'd probably better stop before I get demonetized.
It's too late, mate. We've already said the N-word several times. So. Amazon investigates after anti-vaxxer leaflet found hidden in a children's book.
Wow.
That's naughty. That's very naughty. Mother alarmed after anti-vaccination propaganda found inside book bought for son, who is about to receive the HPV jab. Concerns. I've noticed you've not given me any abuse this stream, Monkey, for mispronouncing the letter H.
No, I've been giving you a pass this time. I did catch when you accidentally said Z earlier and corrected yourself to that weird British Z thing.
Z.
Yeah.
You said it right the first time.
Yep.
No. Concerns have been raised that the anti-vaccination movement is targeting children via Amazon warehouses after a Hampshire mother found a leaflet condemning the HPV vaccine tucked inside a children's book she had purchased from the online retailer. Makes me wonder if there's a really angry Amazon worker that feels like they're about to be replaced by robots and just shoving any old shit inside these books. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or, an actual anti-vaxxer slipping them in. I don't know. Lucy Boyle bought Ali Sparks Night Speakers along with several other novels as a birthday present for her 12-year-old son at the start of April. He began reading the novel last week, got a few pages in, turned over the page, and there was the leaflet. The leaflet warns readers that boys and girls are being offered the HPV vaccine in schools, stating that it's causing injury, infertility. Oh, really? Infertility? Paralysis, ovarian failure, and death, among other conditions. So, are they moving away from the whole "it causes autism" argument? Are they?
Sounds like, yeah. Now it's going to kill your ovaries.
Yeah. To their way of thinking, it's a wonder that my generation even survived. How come it didn't kill us all off?
Well, imagine it probably did. It got rid of all the stupid people. And now we're saving them all.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. I don't even want to read that anymore. The anti-vaxxers are starting to really get on my tits. And the last one, if that's okay to read.
Yep.
Yes, Fortnite is very much obviously the cause of autism. This week, NASA is pretending an asteroid is on its way to smack the Earth. So
Pretending.
they're carrying out an exercise more than likely.
Sure. We're all going to die, y'all.
The asteroid is in a horrible orbit and has a 1% chance of striking Earth in just 8 years. And thank goodness it doesn't really exist.
Sure.
It's a fictitious asteroid that's the focus of a realistic exercise. See, I told you it's an exercise. Devised for scientists and engineers from around the world who are attending the 2019 Planetary Defense Conference. That sounds cool.
It does sound cool, but look, they're gonna tell us in about 4 years. Yeah, you remember that test we did? It was real.
We've antagonized the asteroids, and now they're mad at us.
We sent Bruce Willis up there. He failed, and now kiss your ass goodbye. Find a cave to hide in. We're going back to Paleolithic times.
Hey, Grizz.
Hi,
I'm
Grizz.
still trying to figure out a way to use your thumbnail, by the way. Thank you very much. Did you ever see Did you see the comic book cover that Grizz made for me?
I have not.
I'll have to show it to you. It's very cool. Very cool.
Oh, Grizz's stuff is amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's just an exercise. Our own militaries do exercise all the time. Firefighters do it all the time. Police do it when they're training. It's just standard stuff, really. I just love the idea of a planetary defense conference. Yes. Where are you going? Yes, I'm on my way to the planetary defense conference. Yes. Here, I'm going to whip my dick and balls out for you to suck right now. Yes, thank you. That just sounds cool.
Obviously part of the conspiracy to keep us in the dark. Guys, we got to take care of ourselves. We're going to need to move to Mexico, take over that country because ours is going to be bad.
Well, isn't that what they did in Deep Impact?
Yes.
I also liked Deep Impact.
It wasn't bad. I mean, it was a little hokey.
Well, yeah, it's a little bit dry. It went on for a little bit too long. Yeah. But I still liked it. It wasn't as flashy as Armageddon.
No, Armageddon was great. Where Deep Impact was okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing about Armageddon is the of CG and stuff like that. The actors were overall better and funnier. And you can't say no to what's his face being the president.
Oh, Morgan Freeman, yeah. But Armageddon didn't have Frodo in it.
That is true, and that was a downside.
I hate that guy, and I don't know why.
Well, his character in Deep Impact was a bit cringy. It's like, oh, I'm going to save your family because I'm the person who spotted the asteroid.
Hang on.
Shut up,
You're doing it wrong. Hey, I'm going to save your family. How the fuck do you make him the lead? Hi, I'm here to save the world.
I like the news reporter's story way more in that.
Sure, yeah. The only part I didn't like about that is at the end she gave up her seat for the little kid. Like, shut up. She'd been throwing everybody up there climbing over him like, this is my seat. I say, stay here and die with your kid.
Well, I mean, Elijah Wood didn't die. It didn't show him dying, but I
No, he
imagine he
doesn't.
probably did die.
No, because you got to remember there were two separate stories going on there, and they had two different asteroids. The one because they broke it into two different pieces, and the one landed, and the other one they were able to disintegrate. So
yeah, and Elijah didn't make it to the underground cave, but he did manage to run up a hill.
Yeah, he got.
I mean, it's literally a hill.
It is, yeah.
Thank you, the Batman, for the donation. Elijah Woods must die.
I don't know why I hate him.
I know, I get it. You look at his face; he always looks like he's about to cry whilst shitting himself.
I just hate him. I mean,
yeah,
I want to watch him. Bad things happen to him over and over.
I didn't like him in any of the Lord of the Rings film. I liked the other plot that was going on elsewhere. You know,
come on, Sam, put it in gently. Slow down, Sam. That's too
Mr.
fast.
Frodo.
I just hate him. I don't know why. Sorry, Mr. Woods.
There's no way he survived on that hill.
No, man. He got up that hill. The water was like, damn, he climbed that hill. Now I can't get him.
Yeah, well, he got to top of the hill and then realized he'd have to eat the baby to survive. Then he ate his girlfriend after losing his virginity to her.
No, he died a virgin.
You have to give it. He had sex before he died.
There's no way.
Well, he had a girlfriend.
They cuddled.
Okay, well, he finger banged her atop the hill.
Yeah, she got all the pleasure. He never even pulled his wiener out.
And then she ate him.
But Sam, that's where the poop goes. Oh my God. It's educational, folks. It's educational.
I kind of want to watch Deep Impact now.
So do I. I actually really want to watch Armageddon again. I haven't watched that in a few. That's one of the films that I watch like once a year at least.
Don't want to close my eyes.
That scene at the end where he's talking to his daughter, man. Even thinking about it chokes me. I like, but when you have a daughter, if you had to have that conversation with her, like, I'm not coming home, sweetie. Oh, baby. I'm so sorry. I watch that and I look at my little girl. I'm like, come here and hug your daddy. She's like, what's wrong with you? Yeah. Just come here.
That would be my daughter's reaction. Like, get off me.
Yeah.
I suppose, like, because the Deep Impact also had a scene like that where they all were saying goodbye because they were going to basically, you know, Starship of Peace, the asteroid.
Yeah, Drusilla, if you want it, that'll save me trying to look for it because you know how I am at stuff like that.
Like, I think it was more emotional in the Armageddon thing because you got to know them as a family, whereas in Deep Impact, I did still feel like, oh, that's pretty deep. Like when especially when the blind guy was trying to speak to his newborn baby.
Yeah, and she's like, he's smiling and like that. Yeah, that got. Plus, at the end, there is also the scene with the reporter where she's hugging her dad and she goes, "Daddy." That one gets me.
Yeah,
when the wave's about to just kill him. Like,
yeah, Mama Minnie, who most of you know is my real life daughter. See what I tell you? No, Dad doesn't hug. That's weird.
I hug all my children all the time, probably too much, but I have issues, you know, from losing mom young. So I hug everybody in my family. Don't touch me if I don't know you or if we barely know each other, but I will hug them. And like the grandkids, I snuggle the fuck out of those little bastards.
Yeah, I have real personal space issues. And the only ones that don't set that off is my grandchildren for some reason. I don't get that. But, yeah.
Grandkids get special rules, man. You learn that. Like when you're a dad and your kid's fucking up, you're like, stop it. And your grandkid's fucking up, you're like, you ain't breaking nothing. Go ahead. Do what you need to. I'm gonna be over here. Steve Buscemi for the win. That's another great reason Armageddon's a better movie.
Yeah, he was great in that.
He
really was, especially when he was like, he's like, fuck it, give me the minigun.
He's riding on top of the nuke like a fucking cowboy.
Well, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Like. You see that nuke just sat there, you're like, right, we're going to die. I'm just going to sit on the nuke.
Like I'm going out like a hero.
It was a very fantastic film, I feel. I would say Armageddon is better than Deep Impact overall, but I also do like Deep Impact.
Armageddon is a lot more fun movie, too, where Deep Impact tried to play it very, very straight.
Yeah, they did, yeah. very serious.
Mm-hmm. And while there's seriousness in Armageddon, I mean, there's so much humor in that movie. I love when they're explaining, what they want in order to go do this. Like, none of us want to pay taxes again.
Oh, it has the guy who played John Coffey, God rest his soul, in it as well.
Oh yeah, Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah,
Michael Clark, or how would say his name? Yeah, that big motherfucker. Yeah, he was great in that.
Yeah, I love the fact that he was like a biker on the side.
Yes,
outside of his oil job, and was evading the police over and over again and laughing his head off. Oh, that movie is great.
Yeah, no, I really am, because I'm coming to the low part, guys. I had a rough day. Medicine made me feel real good, so I was like 10 foot tall and bulletproof there for about 10 minutes, and now I'm just like, I need to lay down.
Well, the stream is almost done.
Yeah, I'm in there for the next few minutes, but yeah, after that, I think I'm gonna go lay down, and watch me some Armageddon.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not a bad idea, actually. I might go watch it in bed. Should we have some questions, Bloodwing, for the next couple of minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay. Questions, guys, if you have any. Are you still going at it with Jeff, by the way?
I may have taken a couple of shots at him there at the end. I'm done.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, my Grizz is going to DM you that.
Yeah.
Cut
I think it probably just came through because my phone just beeped at me.
Oh, yep. Have you seen this stuff that's going on in Venezuela right now?
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. That was
the video of just that like, what is it? It's a military vehicle, isn't it? Like a Jeep type thing where they're running people over. That's crazy, man.
Oh, that is awesome. I just saw the Bloodwing picture. That's cool.
Yeah, isn't it? I really like that.
Random American says, R.A. Bear, Navy question. Would it be remotely possible to pilot something the size of an aircraft carrier with one person? No. I would say no to that. If it's already out at sea, no. In fact, no, you couldn't. It just wouldn't happen. For a start, your aircraft carriers, especially your aircraft carriers, which are the size of skyscrapers, you need a lot of tugs to get them out of port so they won't bash into anything, to actually help them get out and point in the right direction. And of course, when you're at sea, you need to be able to have communication with the mechanical engineer departments. I know your aircraft carriers are nuclear powered, I believe.
Yes, well, but
you'd still need the team of people to run that department.
Yep.
And they'd still need to know like what speed you're going at, so that they know like how much stress is being put on those engines, and they need to obviously keep monitoring all the equipment down there. So no, you couldn't do it on your own. Yeah. No chance.
If we're talking about just being able to run the bridge or something like that, probably not either, but maybe. But yeah, the engineering part of it would be.
Two people on the bridge. So so you need the coxswain to drive. You need the officer of the watch to be able to keep his eye on the navigational radar and obviously establish communications with everybody around you. The coxswain can keep communication with everybody in the engineering department. Yeah, but even then, you wouldn't want to do that because you need people on there to be able to like fight possible fires and man the operations room, and especially for an aircraft carrier, you need loads of people.
Yeah. RJ Bansma asked me, could Bear be an army general? Yes, but he would have to talk as Lord Bear all the time.
Well, Lord Bear's a former field marshal.
Yeah.
Not a general. And I'm the second Sea Lord, so shut up, Toasted.
Okay.
There are human fail-safes between the bridge and the engine room, etc.
Yeah, but this isn't like just point and click. You're not going to grab on it. It's not like driving a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Okay, I got the wheel and the gas. No, it don't work that way on modern ships.
Yeah, ships are especially prone to setting on fire as well. So I wouldn't go to sea with one person or just like a small team of like 3 or 4 either. You need to be able to have people on standby all the time.
And we are at that time.
We are.
Yeah.
Good stream today.
Yeah. Time flies when you're having fun.
It does.
And so thank you, everybody, for coming out and supporting the stream in that way. Thank you to those that gave me donations. Trust me that it will go to good causes like feeding my caffeine addiction. Bear, as always, thank you for coming out. Anything you want to shill?
Yes, and just to quickly answer Bodacious T, yes, we have used aircraft carriers. You guys have, and so have we. We used an aircraft carrier against the Argentinians. And yes, I released a video on Irate Bear today. And of course, it was the addressing the PewDiePie apology. And of course, the criticism that I had seen aimed towards him and that video. So, guys, go give that a watch if you're interested in that topic.
Go do it. Monkey, thank you for coming hanging out with us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Anything you want to shout out?
We'll be on Lords of the Night on Scribe's channel tonight at 9. But go watch Bear's video.
Yeah, watch Bear's video,
please.
This has been Redneck Radio. The next episode will be on Thursday at 2:30 Eastern Standard Time, and then again on Saturday at the same time. So again, thank you everybody for coming out, and get out of my yard.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.